Welcome to the Invisible Stage Daily, your daily dose of inspiration to help you grow, lead, and show up with confidence. My name is Sabine Kvenberg, and before we dive in, a quick reminder, if you're listening on YouTube, please hit the like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any episodes. Now, let's dive into the show. What's the difference between a story and a storyteller? Well, everybody has a story, right? But the difference between a great story and a great storyteller are the skills. Because the way how you tell the story can make the difference between impacting somebody's lives, touching somebody's, making somebody feel, or somebody say, okay, and move on. And sometimes when I work with clients, I have many people who say, hey, I have a great story. Can I be on your podcast? Or I have a great story, I think that can help people, and I want to share it. I want to become a paid speaker. But there is a gap between having the story and presenting the story in a way that make a lasting impression. So what is it? Well, there are several steps, obviously, and I can tell you all the things in 5 minutes that you need to know, but how to implement that and how to make it internal takes a little bit longer. So you can compare it to a bodybuilder, right? When you first start out lifting weights, you start out with like 20 pounds. But if you want to press 200 pounds, you cannot do it. Even though the trainer could tell you exactly the steps that you need to take in order to do the right push up or whatever you call it in bodybuilding, right? So to lift that weight, you have to have a certain stance and how you have your positioning and everything else. But if your muscles are not ready to push that 200-pound weight, the best trainer can be not worthless, but the best trainer can only get you from one step to the next, to the next, to the next, while you are growing your muscles along the way. The best trainer cannot get you from 1 or from 0 to 100 in one day. No, because there is a process in between. And this is what I figured out with my coaching. So I do have a course in public speaking and a couple other things. But specifically, we're talking about speaking and storytelling. Number one, you have to understand how to tell the story. There is a story framework that you need to follow, right? And then you also have to understand how to present it in a way that is engaging and not boring. Do you have the right vocal variety? So there are different steps in between. And sometimes I see in courses, people don't finish the course or they stop in the middle because it was too challenging, or they don't have any support system behind it. Nobody that's cheering them on or holding them accountable. And that's where I understood there is a gap. And I want to fill this gap. So I created the Vibrant Voices Network, which is exactly what it is. It's a community of like-minded people who are all wanting to do the same, sharing their message, knowing that they have a service or a product that can make a difference in the world. But you have to understand how to communicate that service, that message, that product, whatever it is. And with my membership, I am teaching the step-by-step process to go from having a powerful message, having a powerful story, to actually presenting it in a way that you can either attract the right client, become a paid speaker, or third, both. And that is the ideal outcome, right? That's what we want. We want to make an impact. We want to share our story. Would like to get paid for sharing our message and our story. And we can do this twofold. The front end, you get paid by the event coordinator, or the back end, you get paid because you were able to promote your service, or both. Because if you share your message in the right way, you actually will attract the right people to you, who are then coming to you and asking you, how can I work with you? So that is really the difference between just having a story and being a great storyteller. And by that, I don't mean necessarily just to tell the story. With every story, there is some learning, some teaching that you want to bring along. And that's another aspect of it, to incorporate that the right way. So if you're interested to learn more, leave a comment, DM me, or just go to the website that is posted here somewhere once I finish my live stream, and check it out. And you can always reach me at sabinekvenberg.com, and that's where you see everything. All right, my friend, I hope that this was helpful to you today, and I was able to shed some light on the difference between just a great story and a great storyteller. Bye-bye now. See you next time. Thanks for listening and being a supporter of this podcast. And if you want to learn more, we have all the links in the description. And of course, you can always visit my website at sabinekvenberg.com or follow me on social media. Thanks and have a great day.